welcome to round number 5. We got 4 more rounds. In this round, we have a pretty sick matchup. We have Teague playing androids on the left, and we have Matt back again playing SS3 Goku. Now, we wanted to bring this matchup to you because it has androids versus Goku, and it's something that the stream was asking for, was androids. So, guys, always let us know what kind of leaders you want to see, and we'll do our best to always get those players or those decks on stream when possible. It's not always possible, but sometimes it is. Now, guys, I don't know. I'm not sure the record of these players. We weren't 100% sure. I didn't ask. I think they're undefeated because they were like table 3. But I'm not sure. They might have a draw or something. I wasn't 100% sure. But this is table 3. So one of the top tier tables, players are doing great. I'm going to switch over really quick. We're going to take a look at the cyborg cam. Or cyborg cam. What the heck? Life cam. Not cyborg cam at all. So Matt's life cam, we see he has Gohan, Sensubin, Mafuba, Unbreakable Goku, what seems to be Digging Deep Vegeta, and then the 1-drop Trunks. And on Teague's, we see Atoa, 2 pieces of the Cell Chain, the 5-drop and the 7-drop in his life, Android 17, Android 18, 1-drop Gohan, full power energy, and another Gohan. So 2 Gohans, which can be actually pretty imperative. Now, his whole chain is in his life. So we have to take a look at his hand and see if, how much more chain is taken away. Obviously, the 5 and 7 drop are taken away here, but it could be that, like, the other 3 5 drops are in his hand, that he'd be screwed. But I really doubt that's the case. So it looks like both people's lives are pretty decent. I don't see that them having any troubles with their life with this game. Though Teague does have 2 Gohans in his life, which could hurt his awakening ability. And he just discarded one too. So, might actually only have like 1 Gohan left. Teague is at 7. Matt Awakening attacking 15k into Android 17. Looks like Teague will take the hit. And pass turn. Teague's going to put down his second energy, another green energy, put another 3-drop cell chain, the 3-drop cell for the cell chain, and is going to actually awaken straight up. Very ambitious play. With Matt having a Trunks in play, you have to be careful. Awakening so early really makes yourself vulnerable to a chain attack Zeno evolved off of this 1-drop Trunks. And Matt's actually going to protect it with the Gohan. One thing about androids is awakening early doesn't really help you if your hand gets torn apart. You don't actually go to 15k until you go to 4 life. So awakening on 2 is really just for card advantage, which is oftentimes very good. It's a way to keep up with these fast awakening decks. But the blue-red version does run Zeno, and that is the one way to punish this early awakening. I'm surprised Teague decided to awaken so early. Going to play full power energy and be able to kill that truck. Meaning Teague is safe from at least 1 more turn. Unless, obviously, there are other things Matt can do. He could play out another 1-drop Trunks, attack with it, use a Trunks or a Sensu Bean to array that energy, and then play it again. See what Matt's. Oh, Matt's just getting the. Matt, a lot of cards in hand. Okay, choosing the pass. Teague going to draw a card, ready his energy here. See what he decides to play here. He could decide to just start the cell chain here. Matt has awakened, so this is probably the best time for him to cell chain. Teague at 5 life. 3, 4, 5. 5 to 4. All right. All right, so here's the first part of the cell chain. You can go to the 5-drop right here, kill the Gohan. Gets that 5-drop, gets to draw a card off of that. I do like this. I think it's possible that Teague could have maybe waited and cell chained when he's at 4 life. That way he could super combo off the cell chain and then then actually break up the chain tag Zeno combo, which would be the only way that can get back into it. We'll get back, recover from that effect. There's other ways. There's obviously Gohan was another way to get back. There's Foos. There's a lot of other ways you can too. But I just mean as far as card combos, the best way to get out of it would play around that. But I like that Teague is being aggressive here. Against these SS3 decks, you really can't afford to kind of play around. You have to make very quick, decisive plays, and Teague has done a great job of doing that throughout this entire match so far. Matt discarding a lot of cards, going out of 3, keeping 3 mystery cards that we can't see.
Raise your hand so judge can come over. Once they sign off on your sheet, please bring it forward. Thank you.
Right, there's the Tawa. I actually have no idea what this Tawa does. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I'll look it up very quickly, though, for you guys. The problem I have with Tawa is all 4 cards look exactly the same to me. But it's Dark Temptation Tawa. It's 3, Overwhelm 3. When you play this card using Overwhelm, if your leader card is green or yellow, choose 1 leader card. It gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, and your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. So this is just like the Mira discard, except it's Tawa, and it also buffs your leader, which is pretty cool. So he's taking for quite a bit. Looks like Matt's just going to decide to block it. Matt is down to 3 life. 3 to 5. Matt charging that Zeno, which probably means he has another chain attack Zeno in hand. I see another Zeno in hand. There it is. So there's a recovery, like we talked about. Not a whole lot. Honestly, not a whole lot Teague could have done about that. I do think that there's probably a way he could have played around it. But I'll say Matt was just going to chain tag Zeno this turn anyway, it seemed like. So both players go to 5. I think both players are forced to play a more fair of a game. And I think in the straight-up fair game matchup, it's actually pretty even. I think Androids has a lot of ways that they can take advantage of, an opponent that, doesn't have a million cards in hand. And I think SS3 obviously plays a very fair matchup as well by untapping 3 energy every turn. So it is now a game. So 15k into 10k. Matt deciding to attack Teague to 4. Matt's going to snap take that, go to 4 himself, which I like. This turns on the android's ability, which is that all the Android 17, 18s get plus 5k. This is where it gets tough for SS3 Goku. So you have to be careful not to push him in too hard and too fast. If you do, his effect can take over the game. The Android effect can take over the game. I'm afraid maybe Matt might have made that mistake here. We'll see. Depends on what Teague drew back into, and we can't really get a good look at his hand yet. Matt passing turn. Teague drawing a full power energy for turn. All right, Teague taking his time, playing the 7 drop down as energy. I like that play. Plays another Toa. Makes his opponent discard a card. I love androids. Probably one of my favorite decks. I just love it. I love hand destruction. It's always been one of my favorite archetypes. And I just love the androids. They just seem so cool. Their ability is really neat. They're always powerful. Let's see how T takes advantage of this play, though. Attacking for what appears to be... Well, definitely taking some time here. Going to choose to attack with his androids that are buffed from Tawa, and attacking for 20k here. Draws a card. Draws what I think is another 18. I think he has 2 twin sister 18s in hand. Or maybe it's a twin sister and a twin brother. I can't tell. Their cards look very similar. It's definitely either 2 of the same one or one of a different one. which is the only combinations I guess that they could actually be. So that was pretty stupid, but Matt choosing the combo out of that. Going to 25K for the super combo. Teague playing a 4-drop Android here, killing.
Jonathan
Oh my
David.
gosh, that 4-drop
Jonathan
17 is
David,
awesome.
Please come up to the registration desk. Jonathan David.
He's just going to pass. And actually not going to give his opponent another card. I like that. It is 3 to 4 still. This Android 17 is big. It's 25K. 25K for 3. That kills something when it comes into play. Pretty good value. All right, plays Vegito. Gets to draw a card because he's at 5 or more energy. He's going to attack for 20K. 20K in the 15. And Teague took that, went to 3. See if Matt decides a combo here. It looks like Teague's going to say no combo, and Teague's just going to take it as well. Going to 2. This must mean that Teague thinks he can win next turn. And Matt is going to ready 3 energy. Pass the turn. The Vegito in play, but remember this is 25,000 to 20,000, meaning that Matt's going to have to use some cards here to get above this. Teague has access to quite a few defensive cards in hand. Surprised he decided not to use any of those. All right, putting another cell chain down, piece down. Teague still has the 7 drop cell chain in life. We've only seen, I think, 2 of them, so it's very possible he could still go up the cell chain if he wanted. Though I'm not sure it would be very good right now. Okay, here, Teague is attacking 20K and a 20K. And Matt is going to use the Sensu Bean to ready. Bringing this Vegito up to 25K. Which this other android can still pressure if he wants. Okay, he's going to attack 15, or I'm sorry, 25K into 25. And Matt's going to counter with Topo. Right, there's Twin Sister. She's going to attack for 20. He's going to ditch the Gohan to ready the big android. I don't think he'll attack again with this. I think he might actually just keep it up as a defensive piece. I want to make sure I'm not completely wrong about this, though I could be extremely wrong. We'll see what Teague decides to do. The other android untaps at the end of his turn, so we actually, if I'm familiar with the way that android works, he'll have 2 blockers up. The other android is just a ridiculous defensive tool. It's a barrier blocker 25K right now, which is just insane for him. He doesn't tap in turn. I like this play by Teague. He put a lot of pressure on Vegito, caused SS3 Goku to use some cards out of his hand, and he has defensive countermeasures for everything that's currently on board, plus has Negate in hand. So I really like the position Teague's at, and I think given enough time, I think he'll be able to take over this game. I think one thing that could really hurt him here, though, is a hit. If Matt gets another hit, if Matt gets a hit here, he can't take the counter card. I think he might be able to put him at a disadvantage here. Teague only being at 2 life is pretty scary. Matt taking some time. My guess is he didn't get a hit. That would be what seems like to be the obvious play here. Guys, remember, if you have any questions at all, let me know at ProPlayGames in the chat. ProPlayGames Live, I'm sorry, in the chat. And I'll do my best to answer questions as soon as possible. I get excited on some of these matchups sometimes. I ignore chat, I'm sorry. I'll do a better job paying attention to it for you guys. I just love watching androids play. This is such a cool matchup to me. Matt taking some time here. Sorry, Teague, I mean. Taking some time, trying to figure out how he wants to deal with this Vegito attack. He has a 20k blocker and a 25k blocker. And it looks like he's going to decide to deal with it by just taking the life and going to 1. I guess being dead to double strike is definitely something. So now he's going to use full power energy, keeping both of his blockers up and able to go. I kind of like this play by Teague. And here's Kefla. Gosh, this card's so good. Comes out, gets to attack, draw him a card. Again, not the card you want to see. I know that we've seen Matt on stream before, and Matt's sideboard seems very good against these hand destruction type decks. Draws a Zeno off that attack, though, which is the same thing as drawing nothing. And Teague is going to block with 1 android. And Teague's going to block with the other. Matt's didn't get to see the second card Matt draw. Looks like maybe an Overwhelm card of some sort. Looked kind of like Matt's saying, honestly. Okay. Teague might have an opportunity here to... He needs to find a way to deal with this Vegito, and Vegito is really stopping a lot of this aggression. We haven't seen any super combos by Teague yet. Matt with still so many cards in hand. Okay, another blocker. Another 20k blocker. There's a super combo. So going 30k, make him discard a card. He discards a Zeno. So Piccolo going to 30k, using Trunks. I think using Unbreakable there, if that's an Unbreakable Goku in hand, it's probably more efficient. I'd much rather use Unbreakable on my opponent's turn and keep Piccolo's for defense on my turn, or offense on my turn if needed. And Teague is just going to scoop. Say, I don't think I can get there, man. It's just too hard. That's insane. Like I said, what really scares me about the sideboard match here with Teague is I think Teague's best matchup or best match is during game 1. I think a lot of decks aren't prepared to beat androids in round 1. I'm sorry, game 1, but become much better against them in game 2. Almost everybody packs at least something that's good against androids in their sideboard. I'm not saying that they necessarily sideboard specifically for androids, but they'll put in Foos, they'll put in, Gohans, or they'll put in something. And I know last time we see Matt play against a hand destruction based deck on stream, his sideboard was 2 7-drop Foos, another Gohan, and there was something else he put in. I can't remember what it was. But it was like 3 different cards, like multiples of 3 different cards that drew him cards. And that can be very difficult for androids to get through.
Dragon Ball Super players, we need 5 more players for the next Win-A-Box tournament. It is $10 entry. You get 1 TP4, 3 event packs, and 1 championship pack. And it is a best of 1. If you win, you get any box. You can get Galactic Battle, Ultimate Box, Colossal Warfare. Anything of your choice. We need 5 more players, and the entry is $10. We will fire once we get 8.
You're the best. Thank you. All right, one of the PBG employees gave me a new bottle of water, freaking all-star. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't already, go pre-register for the Atlanta, Georgia regional event. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. I'll be there. PBG will be there. Bandai is going to be there as well. It's going to be a new format. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Please come by and check it out. Actually, Dibber89, Marcel Russell is playing Iron Vow Trunks right now. And doing pretty well with it, from my understanding. And doing pretty well with it. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, too. We really appreciate all the love and support. We honestly could not do what we do without you guys. It really, really, really means a lot. Seriously, guys, we cannot thank you enough. Players are getting shuffled up, ready to go for game number 2. While they're shuffling up, guys, and again, do not forget to give PPG a like or a sub to their amazing YouTube channel and amazing Twitch channel. It really means a lot to have you guys all here watching. We honestly, again, cannot do what we do without you guys. And I cannot and will not say that enough. It's just impossible to say it enough. You guys are just amazing, amazing people. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and switch over to the life cam. It looks like our players have put their life up. We're going to pop it up, give you guys a little sneak peek at their life, see what's going to happen here. Love it. Now, Matt's side is actually looking pretty good. Again, like we said before, he has no cards in there that he cannot get off of to mess up his life. You know, he has all red and blue cards in his life, which is really important. That's usually when you can see stuff going downhill for SS3 and one of the only ways they start at a disadvantage. Other than that, though, he does have some pretty powerful cards in his life area. He has 2 Unbreakable Gokus, actually 3 Unbreakable Gokus, which is a pretty big deal. But he usually gets those pretty quickly throughout his life. Has Foreseeing Hit in his life and a Chain Attack Trunks' life. One can be, kind of bad. As far as Teague's life goes, pretty standard as well. No bad cards in his energy. You hate to see the 3-drop Selwyn energy. That's something in life, that's something that you really want out there. But the 1/5 drop isn't too bad, and he has a couple random 17s and 18s with a couple counter spells and a Gohan as well. Nothing too fancy, nothing that looks game changing, but definitely pretty cool to get a little sneak peek of the life. All right. Gonna adjust the life a little bit here. Our opponent is at 6 life. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry for the frequency of SS3 on stream. I'm trying my best to get unique, different leaders. But like I said, so far, when I do find a different, unique leader, they do play against an SS3. So, like I said, I apologize. I'm trying my best. But it is a very powerful leader right now. And this is a high-level event, so players are going to play what's good. Oh, yeah, the win was mismarked. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you for catching that. I'm not sure how I did that, honestly. Thank you.
Attention Dragon Ball Super players, if you are playing in the winner box, we have enough players to fire. We need Arturo Rodriguez, Cliff Phelps, Ricardo Gabriel, Kent Paul, Anthony Casara, Nick Ernst, Jacob Womack.
Teague off to a very slow start.
Wildenberger. Please come up.
Not having to play for 3 turns is very interesting for androids. They usually play like at least something on 2 if they can't play something on 3. Here comes a 15K into 10K. Critical, though. Maybe, I guess Matt's preparing for a speedy surprise attack. Teague is deciding what he wants to do here. It's interesting to me that Teague played down the Gohans. I guess he's just going to leave it up to SS3 Goku to awaken him and just try to delay the game as long as possible, maybe? Those 2 Gohans actually would have put him in awakening range. Let's have a 3-drop android in hand as well. Matt playing this game a lot different as well, not awakening very fast. Sitting at 6 life. Teague is actually going to take that hit and go from 8 to 7. Draws a card. Matt playing like I said, playing a much slower game as well. Looks like he's trying to set up to where once Teague cell chains them, he can just awaken. Teague playing energy and passing. Both players playing painfully slow, actually, just taking their time. Nothing's really coming out here.
Once again, for the next winner box, we need Arturo Rodriguez, Cliff Phelps, Ricardo Gabriel, and Anthony Casara.
It's like Matt might be doing the same thing, just playing the card to pass. It's looking a lot like set 2 here. Ladies and gentlemen, androids versus SS3 Goku. Just both playing slow and taking their time, waiting for their hands to develop. Neither one of these players want to make the first choice, and Teague not even playing energy this turn. Teague not even playing an energy is surprising to me. I can't imagine a hand where I would not want to play an energy. BDE Candio, SS3 didn't come out in set 2, my man. There was no SS3 in set 2. There was Soul Striker, which was played a lot.
All right, once again, for the winner box tournament, we need Arturo Rodriguez, Cliff Phelps, Ricardo Gabriel, and Anthony Casara.
No, I said that they're playing like set 2, and it's androids versus SS3, which is the 2 matchup, the 2 leaders that are playing, buddy. Yeah, it's looking like set 2, period. Androids versus SS3. T getting off that awesome 4-drop, but unfortunately not able to kill anything with it, which is maybe a little surprising. I don't know. Definitely brings the value down the card a lot. I'll try to, Eddie, if I can. I'll try to. I just know that he's had a lot of draws. I think he's had 2 or 3 draws, which I'm not sure what his record is or what table he's on, but I think he's had 2 or 3 draws. So it might be hard to get him on here, but I'll try to. I mean, I would like to. Teague finally playing that speedy surprise attack, getting that Gohan out of here. Zero Madam X at Pro Play Games Live. Hey, Dusty, so what is Peter Cantani using? He wanted to keep it a secretive. I'm actually not sure. I think he was undefeated until maybe last round. I think when I walked by, I think he was playing androids, guys. I'm pretty sure, but I haven't had a chance to really talk to Peter too much. I've been, busy streaming, and he's been busy, playing. But I think it was androids. I think that's what he was playing. Like I said, not 100% though. T just passing. Love it. Yeah, he might be. He might be making. He might be playing Jiren. I'm not sure. I thought it was androids though. Yeah, I mean I think betting that it's SS3 is not a terrible bet. Matt finally attacking 10,000 into 10,000 SS3 Goku into androids. Pro Play Games Live. Can you get Dean Salter on stream? What's he playing, my man? It's really what it depends on, whatever he's playing. Teague's going to take that, by the way, and go to 6. Finally, Matt making the first move. We'll see if Teague decides to play an energy here. I'd imagine 6 energy being close to the max of what you want to play in this format. I think Teague trying to figure out if he wants to awaken. I think the best thing for Teague to do is stay unawakened. But it looks like he might be either he's attacking here or he's awakening here. I'm not sure what he's exactly doing. But again, I think attacking 10k into 10k. Finally gets to attack Matt. Threatened to knock him to 5, and Matt's actually going to waste this incursion. They're going to negate that and stop that attack from going through.
Anthony Casara to the front. Anthony Casara, you're the final.
Matt attacking back. Son Goku and androids.
For
10,000 into 10,000.
Anthony Casara.
Teague's going to block that. It's 25. Actually, not 25k. I'm sorry, 20k block. He's going 20k into 20k here. Looks like Teague's just going to have to let this die. And he does. Lets it die. I'm really surprised he decided to block that attack at all. Getting himself knocked to 4 is actually not too terrible as long as it's not critical damage. Draws what appears to be an Android 16 for turn. Untaps his leader. No, it looks like it's actually an Android 18. All right, so going to play at the 5-drop. Gets to draw a new card. Matt taking some time to try to figure out exactly what he wants to discard from the 7-drop that's almost inevitably going to come out here. And there's the 7-drop. So Matt is going to discard. A Fu, Mafuba, and Topo. Not sure what he kept in his hand, but I saw a Zeno for sure. Yeah, Zeno for sure. Maybe Chain Attack is his third card there.
We need one more player for the next winner box. One more player for the next winner box. $10 entry, 1 TP4, 3 event packs, 1 championship pack.
If Teague could find a way to
First
awaken
place box of any set you like,
or get to 4 life and then awaken, draw 2 cards, if he can get some super combos, he actually could take away this
Once again, one more for the next winner box.
this threat. Okay, there's the Tawa. It's going to knock him from 3 to 2. He does have Chain Attack Zeno in hand, so... Looks like there's going to be no way Teague can kind of recover from this. Or Teague can get the other card out of his hand. Okay, you attack him for 15K. Nice, I like the double strike attack. Because he's at 5 life, he has, if he takes it, he goes to 3. Which he does. And goes to 3. Now he's going to attack again. Trying to get Matt to awaken. Attacking 15K into 10K here.
Winner box players, please report to the scorekeeper's table.
Matt
We have all 8 players.
has to use a card to survive this. He cannot go to 2 life and then Zeno.
Ricardo Gabriel, Kent Paul, Anthony Casara, Tyler Killingsworth, Jacob Womack, and Connor Wildenberger.
The fact that he's not awakening here should just show Teague that he definitely is going to get Chain Attack Zeno'd here. Not that it matters too much. Actually, how many cards are in Teague's hand? Maybe Teague should have just comboed some cards
Arturo.
out of his hand just to pressure this even more.
Arturo, please come up to the front. You just left.
Nope, he's actually, Matt's just going to awaken here. Draw 2 cards.
We miss you.
I like this play by Matt. Oh, does he have another 3-drop trunk? Another 3-drop cell, maybe? That'd be kind of crazy. Looks like he doesn't. He's just going to pass. With 3 cards in his hand and 6 life, right now he would be pretty ecstatic if Matt's Chain Attack Zenode, so we're going to have to see what Matt decides to do. He might just have to just to get out of this situation, but instead he's going to play hits with 2 super combos in hand. Gosh, that's not what you want to see if you're Matt. I mean, that's great that he got to take those 2 cards, but it's pretty bummy that you know that he has 2 in hand. You know that you're losing 2 cards at some point in this game. And if you attack with this hit, you're just putting him in a situation where he can do it. So unless he's attacking into the cell here, Teague might just take this. He's just going to full power energy that's attack. Okay, now he's attacking SS3 into 7-drop.
And I get a side event judge, please up to the front desk.
25, draws a card.
Alex, you will do.
Is he able to awaken or do anything to get cards in hand? He's just kind of at the mercy of whatever Matt wants to do here. And Matt's going to get to enough to kill the 7-drop cell, it looks like. Nope, he didn't get what he needed off the awaken. Unfortunate. Was really hoping he would get something off there, but there wasn't really a whole lot he could get. And he's passing the turn. This does put Teague in a situation where, unless he can play out his cards here, that Matt might be in a good situation to actually chain tag Zeno. It's very tough in this situation. Whenever he wasn't awakened, it was a terrible time to do it because then T can just awaken and draw more cards than him. But in this situation, if he does it on his next turn, he gets 2 super combos out of his opponent's hand, which he knows for sure he's going to have. Plus, he gets to get his hit back in his deck, which isn't terrible. So it might not be a bad time to do it. Though you are at 3 life, which is a little sketchy. What's up, Peter?
What's up, guys?
Why don't you come here and help me commentate a little bit?
That's what we're going to do.
Oh, nice. We have Androids versus SS3.
Dude, let's talk about Androids not working for me today.
Is that what you play as Androids?
Yeah.
I thought I saw you playing that. I wasn't sure, though.
I was having a blast, but the moment you go against a Rudagon, you're like, ugh, why?
Why did I play this deck?
No, it's one of those, like, if you draw all the negates to pop the 4 Bardocks he runs, but it's 4 Bardocks you got to deal with, so you need to draw 4 negates to pop it, so it becomes very difficult. But how's he doing over here?
Not doing too bad. They've had a very interesting game here where they both just refused to awaken. They were both trying to play around each other's hand reset, right? So
Nah, you can't do that.
SS3 was not wanting to awaken because he didn't want to get cell chained, and then Androids wasn't awakened because they were trying to play around chain tag Zeno.
Yeah?
And so it was this weird, like, kind of stalemate. In fact, they literally went about 4 or 5 turns before any of them actually attacked.
Yeah, but now he played the hit, so I'm guessing he got rid of combo pieces.
Yeah, he got rid of two super combos.
Because the problem with waiting, you're going to draw more 7 drops,
Right.
and this becomes a huge problem. So, like, for me, it's like, if I got it, nope, we're doing it. If your out is Zeno, that's fine, Zeno. But at least I got rid of important cards that maybe I won't see later in the game.
Absolutely. That's what we talked about. If he has it, he has it.
Yeah. And depends who went first, Curiosity, in this game.
In this game, I think Matt, actually T went first.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
pretty
true.
sure,
It's a 0-1. So that's another thing, too. Let's see. I played turn 3. You played turn 3. Yeah, even if I swing, you're going to take this life because if you kept the combo pieces in your hand, you can't defend unless you have the negate. So you're going to take 2 life off the top.
Right.
So if you Zeno, it doesn't matter. If you draw 2 cards, it's okay. I can sell again later on. Well, at least my deck. My deck had 8 androids of each.
Sure.
So no matter what, I'm going to do it. But I tried that strategy too where we wait, and I got punished later on afterwards. I was like, nope, never again.
Yeah, I mean, I get the idea. I get the theory behind it, right? You wait, you cell chain when you're at 4 life. That way you can cell chain and use your super combos, and you get this Miracle Christmas Land where you take their whole hand away. But it really happens that way. You know, it just never really seems to happen that way. Every time I've seen players try to do it, like you said, they almost immediately get punished.
Another thing too, like if he's scared of Zeno, can't he just not awaken also?
That's what I said.
Another thing
right.
too. Just don't awaken.
Well, that's what Teague did the first game. Is he awakened so fast? He awakened like turn 2, and I just think I think androids awaken way too early a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So you're not really awakening doesn't really matter too much until you get a 4 life, right? Because you're still 10k. So if you're awakening, you're drawing those 2 cards, and you're drawing early, you're drawing to get that card advantage. But they can just take that away of Zeno, then you're being kind of greedy. You know what I mean? Unless you have a way to punish him as well.
Oh no, and he's playing that. No.
Playing what?
The 16 super combo.
You don't like the 16s?
I love the 16 super combo. Problem is, if you're trying to play stalemate already and you're not getting to 4 life, the 16 combo means nothing. So even if you sell them and you're not at 4 life, you can't even hit the combo. So it's going to get comboed anyways.
Right.
And I've been shotgun, mind you, I test with Marcel, so he shotguns all the time. 16 does nothing, so we play trunks.
Right.
It looks like it's doing great for him, though.
Yeah, no, it's actually doing really
Sucked
good.
for me.
Yeah. You know, I'd say Matt actually has a pretty decent deck sideboard plan against this deck. We've seen him on stream before, and he has always sideboards in like 3 Fu, I think, a couple Gohans, the red Gohan.
Yeah.
And so he just has a lot of card draw on the deck anyway.
Definitely.
So I can see what you mean. A lot of times it's like, I'll make you discard 3. It's like, cool, I'll just draw 4 on my turn. It's like, all right, well.
No, the reason why I say Harurugan is such a bad matchup too is because, like, let's say I discard them down 3. The fact that I got to 3 energy is impressive already. That's a feat on its own. So I'm tapping out to get rid of their hand so I won't have to deal with it as much. But no, they discard that little guy that searches another piece. It works when you sell. When you sell them, it gets discarded by an effect, so it gets a search. So they have 4 cards in hand, draw into 5. You're like, oh my god, stop.
Please stop, Erdogan. Guys, Mayor, if you have any questions for Peter, don't be afraid to ask him at ProPlay Games Live. Peter, you better be dominating over there, brother.
Not at all.
Peter's like, not
today.
Eddie. And then Zero Madam X asks at ProPlay Games Live, What you playing, Peter?
I was playing androids. Yeah, it's fifth round and it's X2, so I'm not making top 8. I wanted to play with something different since I already had my invite. I told everyone I wasn't going to play SS3 nor Harudagon, so I was trying android. It was really good. Later that night, or later last night, we talked about Pan. I'm like, bro, that's it. No, commit to Pan. Cool. Problem
Commit
is,
to Pan.
yeah, no, the deck was going to be called Peter Pan.
I like it.
Yeah, you like that, right?
I like that. That's good.
But what happened? I drove 14 hours here straight. That was me driving. Got to the hotel room finally. All right, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna wake up early, make my deck, and I'll be ready. Cool, because I have kind of the idea what the deck's gonna be. Plan didn't work. I got here by 9. The event starts at 9:30. I have to write a deck list. I'm piecing the cards together. I can't find certain cards. I'm like, oh no. Audible, plan B. And
Audible.
yeah, no, the Android deck did fine. It did good. It's just the moment you sit down against a Rudagon, it's just a bad matchup.
It
SS3 is not that bad.
No.
But
I think it's actually a very skill-intensive matchup.
Yeah.
It really, you gotta know when to awaken, you gotta know when to combo, you gotta know when to do all your things.
I have
And
so
love
much
those
fun
matchups.
because even when it's SS3, I'm playing Dragon Ball where I have a turn, you have a turn, I have a turn. Right now where I lost to Harudagon, turn 2 he beat me. Turn 3 I managed to draw all my negates to pop the Bardox, or game 2, and then game 3 he went first, so and I lost by turn 2. You don't see enough negates, that's it. They combo one off.
Yep.
And you just can't play the game at that point.
Now, do you think the flute changes will help?
Not at all.
It's funny you said that because I said the exact same thing.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Right.
But I better see Peter Pan. Atlanta, there's a new set, and I like Jackie Chan and Announcer. I don't know if they're good, but
I like
want to play
Announcer a
something.
lot. I want to
Yeah.
play Announcer a lot.
That one drop drops 2 cards. That looks super exciting.
Yep.
And it's a negate, but it's not negate and draw 2 cards, right? There's no way it's that broken.
No. Which one you talking about?
The Announcer negate, the card that's a 1-drop, that it counts as negate, but also like when you play it.
I think it does actually.
No, it can't be that good. Nothing's that good in this world.
Nothing's this. Well, I mean, we'll take a look.
If it's that good, maybe my ex will come back. We'll find out. All right. Well, let's see.
This isn't that one. This is right here, I think.
This is it.
Yeah. Counterattack if your leader is.
During your turn. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we got.
Yeah, it's during your turn, so that's it. It's not gonna work.
Well, I like that though. I feel like it's cool. It seems like they're doing a little bit better job making negates multi-purpose. So like if you need it, you have a negate. If not, you can spend on your turn and draw 2. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like
No, it has multiple use.
I like that. I do too.
No, Announcer looks really good. I'm curious about Peter's opinion about Bergonic Frieza with Bardock Apes. That was a lot. Oh, he typed. I gotta answer this question. Roughly 12 blockers in the deck. The only problem I have with Mecha Frieza, that's what Bergonic Frieza is, right? Mecha Frieza?
Yeah.
You just wrote the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we don't know what that means, right?
Right? Bergonic. I'm like, what's Bergonic? I'm like, oh, Mecha, right? Okay, so the problem I had with Mecha is, all right, cool. This is a good deck, but with the aggro format, or at least with this 1-2 swap, they're swinging 15. I won't have enough at that point, but I can bean. You're right about that part. Another thing that I had a problem with Mecha, never did it have a hand. Like the way Mecha is lately, it just never has a hand. The most you have is 6, possibly 7, but that dies out really quick when you're trying to defend everything. So just Mecha didn't seem strong enough. But with Jackie Chan, I can play Shugesh, so I'm kind of interested. Ooh, what's happening?
So he played a hit, and he's
right.
looking at his hand, and he has 2 extra cards and only 1 target for hit. And unfortunately,
What's
for
his extra
Matt,
card?
It's Speedy Surprise Attack
Oh,
and
the best card.
King
Got it.
Vegeta Surprise Attack.
And he's at 3 life. We're alive, guys.
Yep, we're alive right here. This is good.
Let me talk about that blocker real quick. That blocker's the stones.
Oh, I love that too. Are you talking about this 3-drop?
Loved it. 2-drop, really, but
Yeah.
it's way too good.
I like the 4-drop. When it comes into play, kill something, has barrier blocker.
No,
I think
the
it's
deck is super
I
good.
know.
It's just the format.
It's just fair. It's fair.
Yeah,
it's a fair deck. You know
now
what I
it
mean?
is. But you know
Right.
what's funny? I would complain my whole life about Cell back then. I'm like, Cell sucks. La la. But then Zeno saw so much play. I'm like, yo, Cell was the first Zeno.
Right.
And now it's Zeno is the main problem for me.
Oh, Zeno, man.
Let's see, Peter, why didn't you play the Future Trunks list? It wasn't there, guys. And like, I was trying to have fun, but I'm trying to win too. Like, PPG pays me for like topping, you know. But right now with X2, there's no way to make top 8. Like, I can keep playing and try to get to like 16 and stuff.
You could just commentate with me.
Yeah, oh, if that's what you like, I will be here for you.
That would be.
I will be here with you.
It would be fitting, wouldn't it? Last time we met in Richmond. Remember that? Last
Yeah.
time we played in Top Cup.
But I did good in Richmond. Oh my God, I lost my title today. Oh,
no.
There's a new title.
No, a new champion of Richmond.
Man, to be honest, like if it wasn't for the fans and stuff, I probably wasn't gonna come. I truly hate this format.
The format, yeah, I talk about it all the time. The format's not very fun.
No, but like, when's the next set? Like a week from now, 2?
Yeah, it's like a week or
Yeah,
two.
it's super exciting.
I think September 18th.
The next event, super excited to get there. I think I'll be in better shape. I'll have new cards. Everything will be good because right now I feel fat. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, you're definitely real fat, buddy. I keep wearing my suit anymore because I can't fit in it. You're over here, look like you could.
Peter playing Jackie next set.
Dead.
Confirmed? No, not saying confirmed. It's announcer or Jackie. It's
No,
one
it's
of those.
confirmed.
It's those two are probably gonna happen. Everything else that looks whatever for me, but Jackie Chan and announcer looks too fun not to play. What's the super combo for Jackie Chan? I mean for announcer.
It's I think it's a 5 life.
Oh, it's a 5. Oh,
I think
one
it's
of
a
those.
5 life.
Okay,
I think it's
that
5
works
life.
for
Yeah,
World
yeah.
Championship.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. What's up, Marcel? How'd you do? You got your first win. High five.
My second one.
Your second win. Marcel is 2-0-3 draws.
Tight streak.
Perfect. They're good try streaks? Good. He's actually playing a different deck too. He's playing Kid Trunks leader. I told him not to, but that's what he's doing, and he's doing better than me theoretically, right? You have 9 points? Yeah, you're not doing better than me. I lied. I hope so. I'm planning Jackie too. Nah, Jackie looks super fun. Announcer can run rainbow super combos. You can own. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, I think what he's saying is like there's a green super combo, World Tournament super combo, and I think there's a red World Tournament super combo or something like that.
Okay,
He's saying
so
you can
different
run
ones.
both,
That's
maybe?
cute. It wouldn't make much of a difference, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
cute.
I don't
Because I'm
think
never going to charge it.
Right.
But
because there's the one that's like actually you can't play the red one because it says it's the one that works like mass sand or whatever.
Okay.
Where you when you combo with it, you search your deck for 2 like a Goten and a Trunks. and
Oh,
put
it's
them in
that
your
one.
hand.
That one
Yeah,
looks really fun.
But you
You
can't
have to
play that
discard
one
a
because you have to have a red World Tournament. But I think the green one you can use with any World Tournament.
actually, talking about Go Tanks and Trunks and all those people, that they're really trying to make that work,
Yeah.
and it just hasn't seen light yet. Mighty Mass was the only thing that like made the deck look good, but everything else, I'm a big fan of the 4-drop Go Tanks, the one that swings for critical 20, then you can sack it off, search 2 pieces, and onto that 2 red mana.
Yep.
That card's insane.
Yeah, that sounds really
just
cool.
hasn't seen any play.
There's so many good cards that if you can imagine back when we played in Richmond last time, if they were in the format, how much different that format would have been.
Of course.
But now the format's just so fast that it's like all these cards, like the cards we used to play, man, like Gotenks, 5-drop Gotenks, that card was like the nuts, right?
It was like, oh, dude,
and now
you
it's
got
like if you even get to 5 energy, you're just like, how did this happen?
And
It's just insane.
The problem is that they can't fix it unless, bro, it's a simple, Bandai, if you're listening, listen, please. Make Bardock only Goku lineage. That's what he should have been for, only Goku lineage. And fix Zeno, bro. Or Chain Attack Trunks, that's what it is, not Zeno. Zeno's fine. Chain Attack Trunks is what the problem. Because what happened, we had to fix Babidi because of Chain Attack Trunks.
Right.
Now we have to fix Zeno because of Chain Attack Trunks. So Chain Attack Trunks is the problem.
I talk about it a lot, and I've talked this to Bandai a little bit, and I've talked to them a little bit about what I call conditional designing, and I think they need to be more aware of what conditional designing is. Like, be okay. It's okay to make a card that's conditionally good in certain situations. It's okay to make a card that is okay on turn 1 if this happens. Like, for example, the Vegito that they printed,
Yeah.
and only draws you a card if you have 5 energy. It's okay to make cards like
Yeah,
that.
no,
that
and
work,
there was nothing broken about it.
Right. It's okay to do that, and I feel like right now they just make all cards like just good, and it's like they're like Bardock's a perfect example. It's okay to make that card only playable with Goku lineage or
Yeah.
only playable with a yellow leader or whatever. Like Shigesh is another example of a card that was they can give it more restrictions. It's okay. It's like they're afraid to do it. And I don't know why.
But without Chain Attack Trunks, how can I play Teamwork Kaba in mono red? I don't get it. What's he mean? Like, do you understand it?
I don't understand anything.
Oh, okay.
I also don't know how they make these little faces. I never can understand. So many people have all these different little faces. I don't
Some
know
people
any
are
of-
good at Twitch, man.
I don't know what any of those mean.
Let's see what's the next one. Making everything work with only Persephone is probably a bad idea because that means a very large portion of card pool. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong about that. But Bardock was just too good for what it did for 1 mana. If they need to change the rule, then fine. Make swap ruling different where you have to play something.
Right, and I'm going to say I don't agree with this. Making everything work with only specific leaders is probably a bad idea because that means a very large portion of the card pool is instantly unplayable. I would rather have to it's much easier to balance that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know, it's much easier to balance.
Other than what is it like Harudagon's Hoi? Fine, that one only works for like Phantom or Harudagon, one of those things.
Right, it's Phantom. What is it called? Phantom Demon.
Something like it has to be another Phantom Demon leader to come out. But like the Universe 7 one, it's like, oh, if your leader's Universe 7, there's multiple Universe 7 cards, so like you're gonna see more playable things with old cards.
Absolutely.
But when they stick to a name, that's where it's a problem. Like Phantom Demon, there's only one, so all right, Hoi's only for that. What's up? What's up? What's funny? Any tips for player going their first vision? Yeah, take it as a local. In your head, do not overthink it. Just have fun. You're literally only playing this game because of fun.
Absolutely.
So that is the best tip you can ever have is when you go, just don't be nervous. Just play. Hey, what's going on? Be friendly. Always be friendly. Like, what was it? Game 2, guy swings on my creature, battle card. I chain it. What is that? Surprise attack Vegeta? Cool. Blowout.
Okay.
It died. All right. It was a Vegito swinging at it. All right. Kill the Vegito. Awesome. Good kill. Then he brings out another Vegito. I'm like, all right. He swings at it again. And
oh, no.
like in my head, I felt dirty. I'm like, combos? He's like, no. I'm like, but the attack. And then you see his face demolish. He's like, no. And I'm like, take it back. Just take it back. I'll feel bad if you don't take this back. Like, I should have put a dice or something. There's one, I forgot what video it was. Somebody talking about like cheaters and stuff. And like he actually put a video of me playing, and he's like, this is not cheating, but it's like kind of cheating because like the whole time I was putting dices, but the one time that I'm getting whooped, I'm like, it doesn't matter if I put a dice or not. I'm gonna lose this game anyway. But he didn't put a dice. Yeah, I forgot. Like I'm gonna lose anyway. But no, this is like kind of cheating. I'm like, you know what? So everyone can't say I did it. Just take back the move. I put a dice.
Just take back the move.
So yeah, no, he's really thankful, and luckily I won, and it was good karma, so I felt good about it. So certain leaders benefits certain colors. What's he mean?
I think he's saying that certain leaders better with certain colors. So
yeah, SS3 is good anytime you want to play blue. The only other contenders are Harugan because Hoi is that good,
right,
and it's that fast. Any other color, man, you don't see them. we don't see that much colors nowadays. Yeah, maybe making boundary work only Goku lineage leader would be been great. It is. It really would be. Only lineage would be what you. He wouldn't be such a problem. Or if not, fix the swap mechanic where you can't activate swap unless you actually have the target in your hand. Makes sense. Let's see. Peter, are you currently flexing? Well, no, I am not.
No, that's
just
not
here.
efficient.
I'm just here, guys. Since I lost my round 5, yeah, I'm X2, so I just don't see the point of playing, and Dusty seems alone, so I was like, let me come. But let's talk about the game. Someone won.
I think it was our Android player.
Our Android player won, stealing games.
I'm pretty sure Android player snuck it in there.
No, because honestly, this matchup's not the worst.
Yep.
If you prepare for it, the hardest card, like the card that like makes Goku come back, is one Xeno. We knew that, but other than that, Kefla.
Yes.
And as long as you play test it, because at first I was losing to this deck, and then I play tested a little more and realized, all right, save the pop 17 to kill Kefla, and just grind it out. Cool. And I beat this deck 100% of the time. I was hoping this, but every time I sat against Harudagon, I'm like, here it is. Let's go.
I actually haven't seen that much Harudagon so far, which I'm really surprised.
No.
I thought we'd see a lot more of it.
No, I'm seeing too much. Like I don't care what version is Goku, but Harudagon automatically, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I was trying to wear a dodge suit, I missed it. Well,
trying to wear a dog suit.
No, a dodge suit, dodging Harudagon, just to be like, nope. Let's see, why don't gods have a Hoi now? They do. Oh, why? Wait, but they do though.
Yeah, they do. It's the Helia, right?
Both get their Hois. Yeah, no, they get a Hois. Gods get Hois, and it's interesting. By the way, never play the Hoi in Zamasu, because you're throwing away the whole ability that Zamasu has when it comes to milling 5. You're drawing 2 cards. You're digging too much. I'm not saying don't play super combos. Play the Piccolo or the other one, Kabito.
I'll tell you, that was actually one really cool thing that happened. I was watching some YouTube videos and stuff, and I made a YouTube video on a few Zamasu deck. Mm-hmm. This is way back in the day. It was set 2. And someone was talking to me, and they're like, I don't run super combos in my version. And I was like, what in the world are you talking about?
Wild.
Yeah, and he was like, and he started explaining why he didn't, because he didn't want to dig too far in his deck. And I was like,
it's not bad.
That's actually not a bad explanation. I think it's still wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
But it's like, that's cool. You know what I mean? I think it's really neat. And it's one cool thing about our game I think people kind of overlook, and it's easy to do right now, is there's a lot of strategy in deck building. There's a lot of things that happen in this game where...
If you're not playing meta, there's a lot of strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean...
Hey, this is true. If you're not
It's
playing meta, you can have so much fun playing this game because, like, in locals, I'll have two decks. The decks I will take to like a real event, and the other one's super fun. You know,
absolutely.
And it's one of those. We have fun deck or real deck. He's like fun deck. I'm like, oh, let's play, and
Let's
I have the best time.
Let's go, man.
The moment they say real deck, I'm like, I don't want to play this.
Yeah, I think they'll fix it. I just think Bandai's trying to bring out too much stuff at once.
They made it too fast that they need to fix it though.
Yeah, I agree. I think they will. All right, guys, so we're going to take a quick look at the sideboard. At the I keep calling the sideboard cam for some reason. Life cam. Here we go, guys. On the Android side, we have Big Mama, Android 18, Android 17, 3-drop blocker, 3-drop cell. This looks like the critical Android 17. Looks like 7-drop cell down in the corner, 3-drop cell.
Yes.
King Vegeta surprise attack at full power energy. Nothing too surprising in energy. Nothing that really seems too bad. Does have 2 3-drop
that's
cells,
huge.
which is going to be pretty devastating if
He
he
needs
doesn't
to
draw
see
into
at least
another
one.
Yeah, has to have at least one. So this could be bad, but it's Nira's beginning, so I think he actually might get knocked into it, which should be okay. Matt, on the other hand, has 2 Gohans, a Hit, a Piccolo, and a Chantak Trunks. Again, nothing too serious in his life. The Chantak Trunks can be devastating, but this deck draws so many cards, it's probably a pretty good chance he'll draw into his other Chantak when he needs it. Pretty cool stuff.
Ooh, that animation's awesome.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I wish I was computer techie.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Oh,
Shaking
someone
hand.
awesome?
I think that's draw. I think that's just a draw.
Oh, draw happened.
yeah.
Time got called.
I think they were just trying to play through as fast as they can, see if they can get lucky.